The aim was to walk from San Carlos to Port Stanley, and we started off on Friday, and we walked from San Carlos to Goose Green, where we had an amazing welcome from the Goose Green residents. It was just so wonderful. We walked in there, it was like we were the victorious Paras coming in all those years ago, and they were just so generous and welcoming. From there we were due to walk then to Fitzroy, but unfortunately with the weather we had to change our plans. We did a level walk then from Bluff Cove to Mount Kent. We went up Wireless Ridge, went up Tumbledown and went to Longdon.
We've got to know a few of the veterans. They call themselves the Class of 82. And in particular Phil Neame, who was company commander of D Company in 2 Para. And some of his guys didn't make it. And he's asked us while we're here if we would remember them. So there were a couple that we honoured in San Carlos and one in particular on Wireless Ridge. There have been a couple of others as well from other veterans that have asked us to pay their respects, and we've been placing crosses at all of these and saying a few words about what happened, and we've remembered Colonel Jones as well.
It's been massively poignant. Certainly at San Carlos we stood in a team circle and had a few words, and I felt myself really choked up then, just thinking of all these people all those years ago who came all this way to give freedom to some people. And on the routes, particularly yesterday on Wireless Ridge, seeing the names and the ages of these people, 17-year-olds who had all their lives ahead of us. And, I was at the time of the Falklands, I was 19. So people my age who have not had the chance to have what I've had, really, really poignant. And we did think about that in the work up to it. We were preparing physically, mentally, but also emotionally for it as well.
And to think that the Class of 82 did what they did at a very difficult time of year with difficult weather conditions and that terrain and the kit that they were carrying at the same time whilst they're being shot at. It's hardly believable.
Every single person we met and talked to from the Falkland Islands has been massively welcoming, and they seem quite grateful for what we're doing, and we're just doing it because we feel it's a nice thing to do, but they seem really grateful for the fact we are here to remember them. We're raising money for the RAF Benevolent Fund's listening and counselling service. Mental health was not a thing in the Falklands War, but obviously as we progress through, then these things are coming up more and more. So for the fact that we can actually help people who are having issues go and find a counsellor and work through those issues is really, really important. Well, speaking personally, I had an issue with my mental health about 3 or 4 years ago, and I was very fortunate to be able to get support from my work at the time. But I know that a lot of people don't have that luxury, and mental health is just so important, as important as physical, obviously more important than physical health, and being able to give the amount of people we'll be able to give access to that is significant to us, and I think it's something that is spoke about more and more now, and rightly so. I think the more we can get that up on the agenda of people's thoughts, then the better it will be all round.